if there were two main things that I wanted people to remember from the session, they would first of all be technology is technology, and it's easy to get really wound around the axle with that and think, oh my God, what am I going to pick? How am I going to set it up? Where can I host it? No, forget about all that stuff. The thing that you need to think about is your content, because most of this technology is really not that complicated, it's not that expensive, it's not that hard to understand, which means it's really easy to get yourself into 14 different platforms and have no plan for what am I going to stick in there. The content is really, it's critical. That is the most important thing. What is our voice going to be? What are we going to write about? What's the purpose? Who's going to create it? And how are we going to keep it fresh? If you can focus on those things, the technology is going to take care of itself. The second thing that I really want people to walk away from the session with is the idea of a continuum of control. One thing that a lot of organizations have been worried about with social technologies is that you are giving up control, and let's just put that right out there. You are going to have to give up some control. How much is the question? And there are different answers that are appropriate for different organizations and different functions. You might only have to give up a little control with your blog, because let's say it's going to be a CEO blog. Well, you know that your CEO is probably not going to say anything really wacky, or at least hopefully they aren't going to. And you've got a frequent internal communication with them about what's going to happen. So that's a small giving up of control, because again, it's defined author. You know, you can have processes there. You know what they're going to be saying. Move your way along. As you are doing more community engagement, you are giving up more control. But that's okay, because as we've seen even with things like Wikipedia, where it's not just your industry, it's not just your profession, it's not just people who already know each other and are going to police each other. The communities will police themselves. And in the end, you've just got to relax and realize that it's probably going to be okay. Assume the best, don't assume the worst. And be willing to sort of let things happen and respond, rather than walking into it with the idea that we have to lock everything down right from the beginning. If you can do that, a lot of things will be possible for your organization.